Good evening. My name is Jaime Bartushak, and I wanted to share some of the experiences my family has had over the last number of years participating in the Saturdays in Motion program at the Y. We are now in our 5th year attending the Saturdays in Motion program. My wife, Leanne, and I, we have 2 children, Catherine, age 11, and Jake, who's soon to be 9. At age 2, Jake was diagnosed with autism. As any parent of a special needs child can attest to, not only do you have to be a special parent to that special needs child, but you have to be an advocate for that child, looking for the right programs and services both within school and outside of school. It soon becomes readily apparent that you find out many sobering facts associated with this advocacy. First, it was not until 1975 that a disabled child was entitled to a public education in this country. And lacking further behind these educational standards was the availability of any recreational programs that special needs children could enjoy. Until very recently, a special needs child was defined solely by his disability and was completely disenfranchised from society with minimal to no opportunities for any development or advancement. The Saturdays in Motion program was truly visionary, being instituted 20 years ago when the landscape was essentially devoid of any recreational programs for disabled children. This program helps fill this gap by recognizing how critical recreational, play, and social settings are for a child's development. It is difficult to put into the appropriate context the gratitude all the Saturdays in Motion families have for Art Raines and his entire family who have put so much of themselves into this program. We truly marvel at this unwavering commitment to this cause. Each year, 2 times a month, from October through April, we have Saturdays in Motion highlighted on our calendar, and to say my son looks forward to this is quite the understatement. He goes to Saturdays in Motion, meets up with friends from school or friends he's met at the program. He plays with children, he plays with the volunteers, and he enjoys every second of it. His progress over the years is nothing short of amazing, and I attribute this in great part to his participation in the program. When he started, he had many sensory issues, especially with swimming. It was a chore to him just to get in the baby pool. Now, 7 years later, he participates in a swim program at the Y and has become a very proficient swimmer. And just this past week at Saturdays in Motion, one of the volunteers was teaching him to dive off the side of the pool into the deep end. So we are now also investigating swim team opportunities for him in the future. One of the truly wonderful things about the Saturdays in Motion program is that it is open to the entire family. In this day and age, parents are often divided, and they have to divide and conquer with respect to shuttling children to various activities and functions. Saturdays in Motion is open to siblings of the special needs program, and they can participate and they have an equal amount of fun. When my daughter was 7, she participated in Saturdays in Motion as a sibling. Now at age 11, she is a junior volunteer, now playing and doing gymnastics and swimming with a buddy that she gets paired up with that day. There are very few programs in general, let alone special needs programs, that are so inviting for the entire family. We are eternally indebted to the Y for its continued leadership in special needs programs and the use of its first-rate facilities for Saturdays in Motion. I know firsthand that there is an absolute halo, what I call a halo effect, in continuing to provide these facilities for this program. Many of the Saturdays in Motion families take part in other opportunities at the Y, membership opportunities, different program participation, and are also donors. This is not to mention the goodwill created across the entire community. One also could not speak about Saturdays in Motion without recognizing the many outstanding young men and women volunteers that give of themselves year after year to this program. I marvel that while being young in terms of age, these young men and women possess qualities of character of the highest order of magnitude. It is no wonder when Art honors these seniors at the annual year-end party, you ultimately learn that they go on and attend some of the finest colleges and universities in the United States. Once they go on to college, they often come back and volunteer when they're on breaks and vacations. They don't volunteer just their time, but they indeed show what the true gift of yourself encapsulates as you see the smiles on their faces when they engage and play with the Saturdays in Motion kids. To all the donors and benefactors of the Y, I humbly suggest that you continue your support, because this is not just a donation. It is an investment in the future of these children. These children can and do succeed, and they are only able to do so with your help. This help enables them to unlock the amazing persons that they are inside and not be defined by their disability. For all constituents, the Y and its donors, the entire Saturdays in Motion program and volunteers, you have set an unimpeachable standard of excellence by adhering to the notion that when all children are nurtured and treated with dignity and respect, they will flourish. You have offered the very best that the human spirit